Welcome to the Brazos Valley MLS update, where it is my job to go over the real estate statistics from the previous month. The information covered is provided by the Bryan College Station MLS, the Texas Association of Realtors, and the Texas Real Estate Center. This information is general information for the entire 7-county area. So if you would like to know what this could mean for your unique situation, please feel free to click on the link in the description to schedule some one-on-one time with me. If you'd like to have your own copy of the presentation, click on the other link in the description. Lastly, if you would like to stay plugged into the latest real estate trends in our area, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when the next update drops. With all of that said, let's get started. It is January of 25, so we are looking at December's numbers. Let's get started with average days on market. For the final time, looking at the light blue line, we ended at 125 as our average days on market for the month of December. This is fairly in line with, not the number necessarily, but the trend of the line, with higher numbers in the fall and the winter compared to the spring and the summer, because there's more activity in the spring and the summer, which would drive the days on market average down. As you can see this year, though, the average days on market were considerably higher. In fact, we've hovered closer to the numbers for 2020, which is before we really got into the feverish pace of the pandemic as far as real estate goes. So we'll keep a watch on this. We're not quite yet at the point where we're consistently above 120 days. So I wouldn't say that we're in a buyer's market. I'd say the indications still say that we're slightly in a seller's market still, but definitely not quite at the pace that we've seen in recent years. Next, we're taking a look at units sold. We ended the year at 273 units sold for the month of December, the most closed transactions in a December in the last 3 years, which is definitely not a bad thing. Generally, for 2024, our production, or at least our closed volume, is fairly on pace with pre-pandemic numbers. So, if we take those pandemic numbers off, out of the equation, this is not a huge surprise. The main driver for those months where we dipped below previous production or previous volume, closed volume, it really, I think, had to do with interest rates. So we'll see how that continues to affect our statistics. Next, we're taking a look at the new listings taken. And as you can see, we've pretty much been on pace all year with what we're used to seeing for new listings. Again, our peak month is typically March or April, with people putting their houses on the market before the spring and summer buying season is upon us. So we've pretty much followed trend. We ended at 274 for the month of December, only one higher than the number of closed transactions. So we're pretty much, this is probably the first month where we really didn't gain much inventory. The past 3 months, we've definitely been adding on the inventory, which means more choices for buyers, more negotiating power for the buyers. And then as we look at the two cities of Bryan and College Station, you can see the median price point is between $322,000 to $500, which is up 9.1% over last year. Active listings up 27.3%. Days on market at 118 for the two cities, which is 20 days more than December of 23. Our price distribution has the largest percentage between $200,000 and $300,000 as far as the price distribution goes. $300,000 to $400,000 was our number 2 spot. Closed sales up 23.2%. And our months of inventory 3.9. We're looking at 6 months and more as an indicator of being in a buyer's market. So we're definitely well below that. So most indicators are still pointing to us being slightly in a seller's market at this point. Last but not least, this is kind of how as we look into the future, what can we expect to see in the coming months? Because typically, we're looking at new pending listings. In other words, listings that have just gone under contract in this time period. So 68 in those 7 days, and that as a percentage of our active listings is 4.9%. So that means 4.9% of our active listings went under contract. They're more than likely they're going to close. Hopefully that's a good indicator. We're about on pace with where we were at the end of the year. I have a feeling it's going to be picking up in the coming weeks, as it typically does, but we'll keep our eyes on that. And that's it for me. All right, that is it. Hopefully this has been helpful, but please feel free to reach out if you have any questions about what this might mean for you and your individual real estate situation with all the nuances I'm sure that everybody has. You can click on the link below to schedule some one-on-one time with me. Otherwise, just a friendly reminder to like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you watching, and talk to you next time.